If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards at competitive prices, check out our web store at mtgoacademy.com/store.
All right. Round number 1. We have sadly lost the die roll. Winning the die roll with this deck is actually a pretty big game. You know, going elf, equip attack is a pretty tough start for a lot of decks. Being on the draw means that, you know, wraths and removal spells and tempo plays and stuff can come into effect a bit more, but I think we're okay. Like, we've got a pretty good approach, I think, going long. Yeah, this looks fine. Might nab something with Spell Pierce here, potentially. Uh-oh. Mono red. We can beat mono red. We've got ways to gain life in this deck. All right, not mono red. Good. So we'll just continue to do nothing here. What does this guy have? Awakening Zone. You stole it from me, you jerk. Now you get Spell Pierced. Awakening Zone's very good against us. Because our equipment's not great against it. He can block our Jitade guy and sack it so that it never deals combat damage, and it can block a sorted creature all day long. All right, Borderland Ranger to sort of keep the mana flowing here. Don't suppose it matters too much what colors I get here. Hopefully he plays something sweet here like Pelucranos. Pod. All right. Pod is fine. So I can student and I have nothing to copy, so that's not really going to fly here. So I'm just going to play Tradewind Rider. Because I can do some shenanigans here for sure. Like if he doesn't kill this or this, then I can Venser in something and kind of get him. No Kavu. No Flame Tongue. Expel. Zenith. Zenith for 3 ball. What are you getting? Green creature that costs 3. Yavimaya Elder. Okay, so he's going to go for the value play here. Now this is an interesting spot. So we can get pretty aggressive here, and I can actually Venser Shaper Savant in to bounce Yavimaya Elder, and then I can bounce Birthing Pod back to his hand as well, and then start grinding on him with Sylvan Library, and then eventually a student will bounce back, probably Venser, maybe Tradewind Rider, or maybe this just becomes a second Venser and then this thing dies. I don't know. We've got choices here. Or I can just play Sylvan Library and say go, or I can just say go. I'm a little concerned about him. Oh, he didn't sack it. I didn't see that he played this land. He actually could have sacked this if he wanted. Yeah, I think I'm going to get aggressive here. What does he have, a bolt? Oh, he thought he could use this, I think. I think he thought he could Birthing Pod at instant speed. Because that explains why he'd play the land and ship the turn back. Because, I mean, you'd think he'd just slam, just get Pod off online here and just do it. But, yeah, that's not going to work, man. All right, so I'm going to say go here and probably just bounce Birthing Pod if he goes to replay that thing. Here's a Cradle. Yeah, all right. Does this actually just let him replay it anyway? No, he has 3 mana available, so no, he can't. I mean, he can replay it, but he doesn't get to use it. And he gets to take some damage. Okay, sure. Thragdad. I think I want to start copying Thragtusks and just beating the crap out of this guy. In the meantime, I probably just battle with Borderland Ranger here. Play Thragtusk. I can bounce Yavimaya Elder, I guess. All right, well, let's fight here. So I can do many things now, but I think what I'm going to let him do is just, I think I'm going to let him get his value here. He's going to get 2 basic lands out of the deal, and I think I just have to live with that. And I can leave up Tradewind Rider and block whatever he gets, or not block, but bounce whatever he gets, or I can just start bouncing my Thragtusk and just making value. Okay, he's sacking this. He gets to go dig up some lands, which is, it's annoying. I mean, that's good for him. But the question is, what is he getting on for? If it's just a solitary threat, it's not a big deal. If it's like Thrun, that's pretty annoying. It is Thrun. AKA Thrun the Unbounceable. All right, and now he's going to go off with this. Okay. Awesome. That's good to hear. All right, so let's put Pattern of Rebirth back in his hand so he doesn't get to go off too quickly here. Rampant Growth doesn't really do much. I can Sakashima's Student to make my own Thrun. I could try to trick him and bounce a land and see if he regenerates first. It's always fun. No mom signed notes needed here. But the thing is, we've got him down to 12, so I can also just battle here. He blocks Venser. He takes 7, or he blocks Thragtusk and he takes 4 and leaves back a card, which doesn't seem too bad to me. And then I can hopefully get ahead. With my Sylvan Library, because this is going to get sketchy. Like he's gonna put something ridiculous into play. So block Thragdad. Yep, you did it. Now the question is, do I want to pick up any of these cards? And the answer is yeah, I think I do. So now he's going to take, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Regenerate, sure, like you do. And I could interestingly actually just Venser right now, but I think I'm just going to Venser the... I think I'm just going to Venser the Pattern of Rebirth. 1, 2, 3, 4, Venser it. Yeah, that way it puts a crimp on his mana. He can't recast it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He can recast it now, but then he doesn't have any mana left. I just don't want him to get something ridiculous like, you know, Emrakul or something. All right, I'm just going to counter whatever this is. I mean, he knows I have this. Well, not counter, but you know what I mean. All right. So plan A worked there. We basically were able just to keep him off balance long enough to kill him. That's the long and short of that game. Flash freeze in for sure. Willbender, I think I'm going to cut. He might have a few burn spells, but those aren't really that annoying for us. We can get back ahead. So I think that's fine. Maze of Ith is interesting. I think we actually want to bring in Maze of Ith for this guy. If he's trying to do big broken stuff, I think we want some maze action. Probably just cut like a Wolfear Silverheart for it. Okay, we're going to keep this one. We'll go Tree Speaker Jitte and make him deal with that. Oh, he's got a good start too, though. Ah, perfect draw. I'll take it. See what he does here. Awakening Zone. Well, Awakening Zone is very annoying. I will give him that. But I think we just need to sort of plow onward here. Make a Jitte. And eventually, the idea is to get a couple of counters on the Jitte so we can keep the Eldrazi spawn at bay. And of course, kill these. He's got an interesting choice here. He's really going to want to keep this Eldrazi spawn alive. Or the Secure Drive Elder does the same thing. Caryatid does not. So there's not a big point here. He's going to use the Secure Tribe Elder this turn no matter what, basically. So I think the plan is probably just to leave up Flash Freeze here. So let's just play Skull Clamp. And I think I just say go here. I want to be able to Flash Freeze this turn. And then I want to be able to Tradewind Rider and get my equipment on. Yeah, he's just going huge here. What is this? Green Sun Zenith. Well, that is very counterable. He's down to one card now. Tradewind Rider. And equip. Go ahead. So plan A is to get some counters on this thing. If this thing gets a chance to live, then we can do that. But looks like he's Primeval Tightening. Yikes. That's pretty scary. He's kind of already got infinite mana. All right, he's out of cards. So now I feel a lot less scared. So I can either bounce stuff or I can start getting counters on my Jitte, and I feel like the right plan here is to get some counters on Jitte. Kind of as a general rule. Play Troll Ascetic. And equip Tree Speaker. Tree Speaker will be blocking. And I should probably... I can kill Birds of Paradise. I guess I don't really need to. It's slightly risky. But he's top decking. It's not like he's just peeling awesome stuff or whatever. Alright, he is going to attack with Titan, so I get to kill Titan here. He gets to go get more lands, hopefully just basics or whatever. Yeah, they are. So block, block. I want my tree speaker to die because I want these cards, and you can see why. All right, how big of a deal is Awakening Zone at this point? Probably not a huge deal, like not as big of a deal as like a Planeswalker or something. Let's draw some cards. Yeah, because that's a fair Magic card, right? So we can't cast and equip Sword of War and Peace. I'd rather just keep Venser up. So let's just fight here. Of course it is. You'll probably just end up blocking at some point here. All right, let's kill the bop now. You know, I could just play Sylvan Library and leave Troll Ascetic up. I think that seems fine. Getting Sylvan Library going is a big deal. He gets one turn, and even then we can always return whatever he plays to his hand anyway. All right, he didn't draw anything of relevance. Let's just start mowing down his squad here. I think he actually has F6'd. Yeah, he did. So he doesn't even get to get value. And yes, we want to do this. And we drew some stuff. Scavenging News actually doesn't do much here. Neither of these really do. Let's take an island. Yeah, probably just leave Regeneration. I could Skull Clamp to get in for one more damage, but not that worried about it. Jitte. That thing. Yeah, go for it. I'm probably going to just start mowing these things down. Because he could have like Emrakul or something. Oh, he's got Polukranos. So he can go for... Oh, he can go for $1 million, actually. All right, so if he kills our Tradewind Rider, that is significantly annoying. If he does that, that means we have to Mold Shamble his Awakening Zone, take out a bunch of these things. Like, things get kind of ugly for us if that happens. All right, looks like he's not doing it, though. Which is kind of awesome, right? He can't, right? This is, yeah, this is white. He's not either of those colors. It says does have pro red, but he doesn't have any red. All right, well, he's letting us untap, which I think is a mistake because we get Venser here, which can do a lot. And now we get this thing, too. Oh, awkward. I screwed that up. I should have actually paid for the breeding pool so that we could put Kira into play and still have Venser Shaper Savant up, because Kira forces the issue. Because right now he can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He can make 11 mana here. But I can just bounce Polukranos in response and still get in the hit. So, yeah, let's just do that. Or let's just hit him. Okay. I'll take that. I mean, maybe he's saving up for something even bigger, better, and badder, but can't say I'm super bummed that he's just taking it. God, do I gamble? Does he just not want to go for it here? Do this. I can still have Troll Ascetic. He gets to kill this, or does he? Jite's at 4. Yeah, why gamble? Let's just wait. I wish I would have just drawn that extra card, though. If he does it on his turn, it's even better for us, though. Because then he might just use up tons of extra mana to try to make like a arbitrarily ridiculous Polukranos. And if he does that, I get to Venser it and then maybe even strand it in his hand potentially. Oh, he's going big. All right, so Venser. He does get to recast it, though. All right. He has had enough. So we will make it into the next game. I think our deck performed about how we'd want it to there. We had some options, but basically equipment ruled the day, which is when you have 3 premium equipment is what's going to happen.